We're actually going to start this video with a demonstration. We're going to show you the sheer performance we can get out of a single 5.7 vacuum motor. We're then going to discuss water lift, airflow and vacuum, and then we'll end the video showing you some footage of the EMV being run from the van. So enjoy. I wanted to quickly mention while you're watching this demonstration is that the standard hose length in our industry is 7.5 meters. Our standard hose length is 10 meters and we're running 3 of these hoses in this video. You can run 4 of our 10 meter hoses with the EMV with no problems. Hi, so the EMV runs 2 custom wound 5.7 3-stage vacuum motors. For this part of the demonstration I'm only going to be running just 1 vacuum motor. So vacuum 1, I'll turn that on now. I just want to demonstrate how easy it is to create a vacuum. Now anyone can create a vacuum, but this is the opposite of what we want when we're carpet cleaning. What we want is loads of airflow to create water lift. So again, remember we're just using 1 vacuum motor. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate again, but this time we're going to be running both of the vacuum motors. So turn on vacuum 2, and again. It's easy to create a vacuum, anyone can do that. Both vacuums this time. There you go.
Morning everyone. I've noticed quite a lot of interest. There's a lot of debating on the carpet cleaning forums whether a 6.6 bypass motor is better than a 5.7. It's not actually the case. There's a lot of confusion out there. When you look at motors, there's a lot more to take into account. Is it a 2-stage bypass airflow motor or is it a 3-stage? 3-stage has got far more volumetric airflow than a 2-stage. So if you had a 6.6 2-stage, a 5.7 3-stage would most probably outperform it. There's other things you've got to take into account, and the analogy I would use is if you've got a Formula 1 racing car with a 1.6 litre engine that delivers 800 horsepower and then put an Aston Martin 5 litre next to it, the Aston Martin doesn't stand a hope in hell's chance of actually competing against a Formula 1 1.6 litre engine. So bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. What you have to look at is your airflow paths into the motors, your exhausting paths out of the motors, and we've done that with EMV by moulding in all these pathways with no restrictions. You have to also look at the motor winding spec. You can have the biggest bypass out there, but if your motor winding spec, if it's a cheap motor with very fine copper windings on it, when you lock down on a tool on a carpet and you're actually struggling and you're restricting airflow, you go into what they call a motor stall. When your motors stall, they'll automatically try and combat that by recovering, by drawing more ampage from the wall. If that motor isn't good enough to be able to draw that excess ampage, it can't recover so well. So what we've done with the EMV is we've designed in air intake paths, exhaust paths without any restrictions. We've looked at the motor winding spec and we've had a motor wound specifically for us. And we can actually draw a lot more ampage when it goes through a motor stall than some of the standard motors out there. What I'd like to demonstrate, when we talk about airflow as well and vacuum, a lot of people are getting confused. They think because the one's sucking down on the floor, my God, this machine's powerful. Well, that's the worst thing to happen for you as a professional carpet cleaner. If I switch both the vacuum motors on here, we'll demonstrate vacuum. So what I've done there is I've actually totally blocked my air intake port. The same as you'd be feeling if you were trying to drag a wand across and you couldn't get enough airflow. You've created a vacuum which is sucking on it. When you create that vacuum, you have no airflow going up your wand or up your hose, recovering the cleaning solution, the rinsing agent and the soil back to your professional carpet cleaning machine. You actually need airflow. So the difference between vacuum and airflow, I think I've sort of demonstrated it there. If your tool's gliding across the carpet, it's most probably purchasing a lot of airflow. And if you've got a very good quality 3-stage vacuum motor with a good quality motor winding on it that can recover quite well, it will most probably perform better than a lot of the larger motors out there. Thank you.